Okay, so do you use melee crescendo? Are you getting stupid and you can't get your melee crescendo stacks? Well, guess what? Use the Bronco Prime, right? So if you don't know what the Bronco Prime does, it's basically like the coolest thing ever, and it's the best thing ever created, right? It's not it's good, but it's nothing like insane. At least nowadays, everything's I feel like everything I use now is like it's just so unbelievably broken. Like this game is I think we're getting to a point where power creep is getting a little too much. I don't know. Like we're getting too like a little too crazy. But what we're using Bronco Prime wide dizzying rounds. You see read that finishers, right? How do you get melee crescendo off? Finishers. Let's see how it works. All right, let's go here. I keep hitting my escape key instead of one today. I don't know. I'm tired. I just woke up, right? Where you're gonna go there, that, and look, they die, right? You're gonna want to do this at the start of a mission, right? The reason why is because it's gonna be way easier. But if it's not at the start of a mission, you'll be okay because the reason why is this has a little like a little fail safe I built into see because I'm such a smart guy and I'm just such a genius that yo can you fucking stop by the way can you fucking stop yo he's a fucking beast um like, yo this fucker is just killing everything but okay also one thing to notice with my build I have strain set on so if you have strain set on you can't actually do a finisher on guys it's a little annoying but for my build to work I need strain set right but yeah as you can see right there that gave us about holy shit you're fucking ginormous just right there that was a quick basically 4x multiplier right so yeah, so this will work on any warframe. Obviously, you know it's pretty cool. Now you might say, what if the enemies are they're too strong, they're too high level, I can't kill them with my finisher damage. Cool, don't worry. We have impact procs, right? So any heavy unit, right? Just you're gonna want to do this. So let's spawn in a heavy gunner. Do this, right? Viral, and then shit. Okay, your finisher should do enough true damage because finishers do true damage, right? They don't do normal damage. But it should do enough true damage to get them to a mercy kill threshold, right? And then from there you just kill them and then they'll die anyway, right? So that's the idea. So that's kind of the fail safe. So say you can't get the kill with your melee or with your finisher kill, then right after you'll be able to get off a free mercy kill, right? You can see here that even if they don't die, you still will get a mercy kill. So you see like yeah, like right there. Um it's there's a little bit of like you still can get the stacks, right? So now that I've explained that, you're all gonna stay and watch the video longer because I'm gonna do a yap session on a sneak peek of my next build, right? Actually, no, that's a lie. The next build is gonna be a Ballistica Prime build next week when it comes back in rotation on was it Sunday night. I'll probably do it. So I'll probably get that ready on Sunday, right? So I'll have a video probably on Monday. So, um, what are we doing? So my stupid Necros build. This is what it is. So Bronco Prime, obviously for the finishers, right? So Sancti Magistar. This thing is nasty. So what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna put Blood Rush on, and by the way, at 12x with Blood Rush, you know what your crit multiplier is? 480% crit chance, right? Which is basically a 5x, right? Which also means our crit damage is gonna be times 5, right? So let's just put on a. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I just had coffee. Okay, just chill. So it would be 6 point. Say like on averages. This goes up to 160, but it's not always gonna be at 160. So we'll just say on average, right? We'll call that cut that in half. So it would be 6.4 times 5, which is a 32 crit multiplier. Pretty sick, right? If you don't know how this thing works, I don't even have the card for this thing. That's why I can't make this build. I'm not gonna upload this as a build video until I get my incarnate on this, because without the incarnate, this thing is nowhere near strong, right? But yeah, you can see this pretty cool ribbon. I only paid 600 plat for this, which is, I think is a pretty good steal for a Magistar ribbon. These things are dumb expensive. But this thing has built-in lifesteal. So this thing also, if you basically the idea is you want to get a ton of damage, obviously, so you'll always be at full HP. But also, this thing can heal your shadows, right? So really cool. So what you want to do is get good shadows, and then you'll just keep them up forever, right? So the only problem with this is obviously if you want to let your shadows die, you have to wait out, a little bit. You're gonna have to wait out about like 30 seconds, right? Which is why we don't use duration on this build, right? Because if you use duration, your shadows are gonna die. They actually die really quickly without duration. It's about they have 30 seconds to live essentially, right? That's about how much time they're gonna have. Sometimes it's quicker, sometimes it's longer, but on average about 30 seconds without any healing buffs or any of that, they'll just die, right? So that's the idea. This build is almost done. I'm between a couple things in my Exilus slot. I'm between Coaction Drift for the Summoner's Wrath buff, Cunning Drift for the range. I think Cunning Drift is probably the best in the slot, to be honest. And then Speed Drift for just more cast speed. But I already have 3 Talforge cast speeds. Like, I think 3 Talforge on Necros is like, that's like the kind of the sweet spot. Anymore, it's like, I feel like you can be doing something, more, better than that. But I'm probably gonna go with Cunning Drift for the range because we don't have any. I'm not able to fit range on because I have to run Strength Consume, right? Our health gets to. We'll just show how much health we get. About go here, stack that up. Is that fully stacked up? I don't think it is. Can I damage? I need to damage myself. Shit. Can I? Wait, is it full? It should let me pick up more. I swear I have more health than this. All right, let's take some damage. Ah! And he's fucking just exploded. All right, that's a bit of a problem with the helmet charger. The thing kind of fucking explodes. Right, that's like probably the biggest problem with it. So we gotta get our health up, guys. Don't worry. When you're in a real game, getting your stacks is not this hard on Arcane Blessing because you'll just be always taking damage anyway. So it's like chill. So now we have that. Now we gotta res fucking Commander Dick Cheese. Go over here, Commander Dick Cheese, right? And you're gonna be just swinging anyway, so he gets his little thingies up, and you're just gonna be always regenerating health, right? So you can see magas are going, our health is getting a lot higher. We have a lot of health regen, right? So you can see, so you're gonna always need to be swinging this Magistar, because the health regen off your Magistar also hits your pet, which means it'll always be at full HP, which is a good thing because it means what do you call it? The stupid bodyguard mod is always giving it overhealth, which is giving it another shot to take damage. And these things are notorious for dying. I feel like they just die all the time, right? We see our health is at about 3100 ish. So you'll sit at about like 3000 HP. The biggest like caveat with this build is just keeping the fucking helm charger alive, right? That's probably the biggest problem. So my thing is I'm between Contagious Bond or Hasten Deflection. Because Contagious Bond is more kills. You'll get more kills, but I don't think you really need that. Like I have it set up just to kind of just one shot something, right? Like any like a guard, like this is literally just set up to just like smoke a Guardian Eximus. If there's a Guardian Eximus, he'll just go and just fucking smoke it. That's kind of like the idea on him. I don't. It's not made to like be killing a whole like group of enemies, right? That's not how I made it, right? So I'm probably gonna run Haste Deflection to give it because the Haste Deflection is what 1.5, 1.7, right? So it takes damage and then you get the overguard on it. You have to have it overguard gated for 1.7 seconds so that it can get its shield back. And each time its shield goes, it has 2.5 iframes. Pretty good. We don't have any mods to revive it, so you'll have to manually revive it, right? That's kind of the only problem. But we do have easy access mercy kills with the Bronco Prime plus hard reset. So hard reset will help you get it back. So if you need to, you can always do like a mercy kill for a hard reset to res it quicker. If you don't have time to manually res it, or if you want, you could run a really high crit shotgun. But okay, let's be real. What shotguns are high crit? Like, is there a shotgun with high enough crit chance to even like come close to the dread? Right, because I want to have the guaranteed crits on him, right? Because you can see here lots of damage. So you know what, like, what do you comment if I should run Contagious Bond or Haste Deflection? Like, I don't know which one to use because like Haste Deflection is like I'll just show he's kind of a beast, right? Like I'll show him against some Corpus. Like let's do overguarded. Let's see. Oh, I gotta put him on pause. I don't want him dying. Okay, let's go. Get him, Beast. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now keep in mind this is through a Guardian Xmas and without Tandem Bond, so we'll get some Tandem Bond stack on him. And now he should be going now, I think. So this is with 90% damage reduction, right? This isn't bad. Now, let's watch him kill a Guardian, because they... Yo, can you just go after a Guardian Maximus for me? That'd be really cool if you did that. I don't think you want to do that, though. Right? But the reason why we want him obviously doing damage is because we need him alive to heal us, obviously. And we also, you just need him alive just in general for the strain set. If he's down, it feels like the strain set timer goes on a pause, I think. And it's just not as, good. So you need it, obviously. And also, how we proc viral on this build is because obviously Nourish is just disgusting. Shield of Shadows, Nourish, AoE viral. Yeah, you know how it works. I don't think I need to explain that. Yeah, so that's a little sneak peek on my next build. Next build, actually not. That's a lie. Next build is actually going to be a Ballistica Prime build because that comes back in rotation. So was it Sunday? So I'll do that then. And yeah, that will be the next build. And this is whenever I got my Umbra Forma. I'll drop the full thing and I'll show you how good it is. Right, I'll do like a level cap with it. So thanks for watching. Bronco Prime Melee Crescendo, really cool. Use it. Thanks for watching. Bye.